So without wasting like more time here, let's get started, Diksha, with the agenda, and then we'll move on to or like onto the main session, which is really important. Okay.
Sure. So let's talk about the agenda. So in today's webinar session, what we actually going to cover today. So first, definitely we're going to have a proper warm-up session that every time we have, to warm you all up. And then we'll be covering the topic that's the main topic of the webinar, in which Naman will be talking about some useful insights on preparing you to land six-figure job. And then we'll have a proper quiz session where we'll have a really good offers for you. And then we'll be talking about the certification, and at last we have the Q&A session.
Okay. So I think everyone is excited for scrambled words. We have like some scrambled words for everyone, and we need 100% participation from all of you. So are you guys ready for scrambled words? Will you be able to solve this for us? Okay, I'm seeing 4 5 yeses. What about others, everyone? Okay, I see a lot of okay, Roderick is here. What about others, everyone? Please, we need the 100% participation over here. We have almost 100 people right now connected on this bridge. And when there are 100 people, that buzz actually comes in the chat, isn't it? So let's get started, everyone. Uh, let's engage and have some fun. Who's ready for a scramble? And I'm sure that all of you are ready for a scramble. Okay, so the first scramble word is, which you have to unscramble, a widely recognized certification for IT service management, focusing on aligning IT services with business needs. So which is the certification we are talking about, which aligns the IT service management, focusing on aligning IT services with business needs. Let's see how many of you, or if anyone thinks it's difficult, you can respond with difficult, or you can respond with the answers. So let's see how many of you think this is difficult. So okay, so you guys have to use the scrambled word over here. Okay. Oh yeah. So the first answer is ITIL V4 Foundation. It is actually one of the main certification for service management organizations, where we are offering services to tech clients and making sure that we are able to deliver the product with the business needs. So ITIL is actually a process which is really helpful. So let me ask one question from everyone. How many of you are really interested in ITIL V4 certification in future? Have you even heard about this? ITIL V4 Foundation certification? Yes, it is considered to be one of the most important certification for the people who are trying to get into the roles which are management related roles. So if anyone who is interested in management roles, you can always try to get this certification. It can be really helpful. Okay. Moving on to the next. I think this one is easy. A tool used for monitoring, searching, and analyzing machine-generated big data. Okay, let's see how many of you are responding right. Okay. Yeah, I know it was quite simple. Splunk. Splunk is certainly one of the best tool which is being used right now, you know, uh, for a lot of searching, analyzing, and monitoring purposes. And it is actually solving a big problem. I think Splunk is that one tool which is being used by most of the organizations. Probably 90% of organization, what I've heard in my life, I have always seen them using Splunk. And I think that's where, if you are able to add that skill in your resume, can be an added advantage. But can you tell me, like, who should master Splunk? Is it for people who are into management, or is it for the people who are into technology? Let me ask this question from everyone. What do you think? Is it for management, or is it for tech? Yes, it is for tech, and within tech, if you are going for roles like SOC analyst or you're going for cybersecurity, consultant, analyst, specialist, or Splunk administrator itself, then Splunk is certainly very helpful tool. Okay. The next one, general certification for IT professional, showing expertise in security and privacy systems. So let's just quickly check. General certification for IT professionals, showing expertise in security and privacy systems. Let's see who answers this first. Is it difficult? You guys can respond with difficult if it is difficult. No, not the right answer till now. What's this, everyone? You can respond with difficult if you don't know that. That's fine. That shows that you are active and curious to know what is this. Okay. It is actually certified ethical hacker, CEH. Okay, it is certainly one of the thing which is really important for people who are actually into cybersecurity domain. But yes, for cyber, when you talk about CEH, your security plus, CompTIA Security Plus is the first thing, and then you can go for certified ethical hacker or CYSA plus. So that's where this is very important. Okay, the next one is, this is for some of the cloud and DevOps people over here. An open source tool for automating cloud infrastructure management. Okay, Vincent, Tyron, Akbar, what about others? Jerry, okay, very nice. Azra, yes, very good. Okay, it's Terraform. I know it's quite easy. It's one of the most important tool. I've been listening recently from a lot of our recruiters who are in touch with us that Terraform is actually one of the growing demand right now. It is because more and more organizations are actually using Terraform, okay, for their infrastructure management, or you can say automation and infrastructure management. Let me ask you one quick follow-up question over here, which let's see how many of you are actually some of the people who are really, really good with DevOps, okay? So how many providers do we have under Terraform? When I say provider, it means like how many types of infrastructure Terraform can handle. How many providers are here in Terraform? Can anyone tell me? How many of, oh, okay, a lot is not the answer. What is the number? What is the number? Can you guess the right number? How many providers are there? And just to give you one hint, AWS is just one provider, okay? But there are many providers, but what is that number? Terraform can work with how many number of providers? Okay, so the right answer is 1200 providers Terraform can work with, and surprisingly, AWS is just one of them. Can you imagine how big Terraform is? Terraform is highly compatible cloud infrastructure management tool. If you're able to master it, you can certainly do it. So if anyone who wants to learn Terraform, you can let me know. Uh, I have a surprise for you, so you can just let me know if you are interested. Okay. Okay. The another one is a certification that validates the expertise in auditing, control, and security of information systems. What is this? I think they have scrambled it a lot. Even I'm not able to get it. What is it? Okay. Yeah, it is CISA, Certified Information Security Auditor, which is actually one of the best certification for auditing, control, and security of information systems. Okay, so now people who do not know me, let me ask, like, does everyone know me? Who am I? Does everyone know me? Let's quickly check with everyone. Okay. Okay. So my name is Naman. I don't know like how many of you have connected with me in the past. Okay. I started my career 13 years back with Microsoft as a software developer. Later, I was moved into different roles. I was working with Deloitte, IBM, IBM, MTN Nigeria, and Wipro Technologies. And one of the best thing what I did, which I was actually telling to Tyron in the past as well, that I basically, if you go and walk in the McDonald's and when you see that kiosk screen where you actually place your orders, so those were actually designed by our team. You know, when you place your order, there's a kiosk machine where you click and select your products in the McDonald's. So when I was actually working for Deloitte, McDonald's was my client where we were developing those applications for them. Okay, so I could able to get a lot of hands-on experience with multiple technologies like cloud, DevOps, cybersecurity, project management, and artificial intelligence. That's my main expertise. If anyone who still wants to connect with me and wants to get some, guidance, or you want to seek some help, you can always feel free to connect with me so that we can talk. Or you can drop me a message on the WhatsApp number. It can You can always reach out to me. And here is the sneak peek on my recent trip to NYC, New York City. I met a lot of people, a lot of our students in New York City, and also I was in DC, where I met a lot of students who actually connected with us, with me, and we discussed a lot of things about IT, how to get the job, and how to basically work towards our career path. For example, IT auditing, or cybersecurity, DevOps, project management. So we had a lot of conversation, throughout our meeting, across, when we actually met. So I was lucky enough to spend my complete 1 week of time with a lot of students across DC and NYC. So I'll be sharing my number very shortly, everyone. Okay. So just give me some time. I'm gonna share with you my WhatsApp contact number. Feel free to connect with me. Let's just talk about your career and find out if you need something which can really give you that hope that how you can actually get into IT. Okay. So admin, if you can drop my WhatsApp number in the chat, it would be helpful for everyone, and they can save my contact number, save my WhatsApp number, and you guys can feel free to contact me anytime. Okay. So please drop my WhatsApp contact number. Okay. So everyone, admin has dropped the contact already. Please save this contact. You can always feel free to reach out to me or drop me a message on WhatsApp. We guys can connect and understand what's your interest, what's your strength, and based on that, we can work on it. Okay. Okay. If anyone who want to basically get some study material resources according to your interest, please fill the form. We have sent the form in the chat right now. You can just fill the form so that we can send you the study material according to your interest. Okay. So make sure that you guys please drop your drop of fill this form, what you see in the chat box right now, and we will be sharing the study material and resources according to that. Okay. Okay. So now I love this quotation a lot. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. That's important, that we have to start. So let me ask this question from everyone here. How many of you have already started your IT journey? And can you if you have already started your IT journey in terms of preparation, so can you tell me like what career path are you trying to get into? Like people who are responding, can you guys tell me like what is your career path? Because the session what I'm gonna keep right now, I'm gonna drive based on your career path. So if you can tell me if you are into DevOps, cybersecurity, GRC, data analyst, project management. So if you guys can give me like what is your focus area, it will certainly help me to understand what background you come from, or probably what actually you're trying to do right now, because background, probably knowing background can be really difficult for me, but yes, understanding that what you want to do, then I can frame my examples or the suggestions. I will do that according to your thing. Okay, so we have a lot of people for cybersecurity, GRC, data analyst, project management, amazing. AWS, DevOps, very good, Jerry. Amazing. Azuka, okay, great. Technical support. Okay, yeah. So let's look at the facts real quick, first of all. So if you see that 52% of the people transitioning into IT come from non-technical background, highlighting the demand for diverse skills in the tech industry. This data, what you see over here, 52%, that is actually coming from the area US and Canada. These are the two countries where we are seeing that people who come from non-IT background, it's just because no matter what education you have, no matter what technical skills you had or you never had any technical skill, but there are chances that you can get into IT. And if you look at the current data, 52% of the of the people who have transitioned recently into IT, they are from non-technical background. Okay. Now, the next thing is 79% of the IT professional believe certifications and job-oriented trainings are more valuable than traditional degrees when transitioning into IT. So let me ask this question from everyone. How many of you think that we should spend our 2 years of time on masters, or should we spend our probably 6 months of time on gaining right certifications? Let me check like who answers this correctly. What do you think? What should we do? Absolutely. Certification is the way. Right now, recruiters, they don't care what master's degree you have, you know. They just want two things from you. Like the main thing. One is your certifications, because the right certification help to gain the trust from the recruiter. That's number one. And number two is that basically if you are able to showcase your knowledge or project-based experience, then you are able to gain the trust of the recruiter. And that's more valuable because the world is moving so fast. It should not happen that you join master's degree, once you are done after 2 years and you realize the demand is no more, right? So when the industry is moving so fast, we cannot waste our 2 years or probably 3 years of time on some traditional degree. We have to spend more time on certifications and looking for a job. Okay. Okay, 35% of non-IT professionals who transitioned into IT saw salary increase of 20% within first year of their new IT role. You know what? I met some of the students in New York last week where we were talking about like those people have recently found the job. And one important thing what they have told me that Naman, I am able to gain my trust within my team, and I am getting more opportunities of work within my team. So it's not just about salary gain within your first year. It is also about your trust gain within your colleagues. If your manager is trusting you more, it means your job security is more. So this is a right thing that you can see 20% of salary growth within the first year because IT is growing. But salary is not just very important. What matters is in the first year is the trust, that whether you're able to gain the trust of your colleagues, of your managers, so that people can protect you when there is a restructuring going on in the projects, or if there is any new thing comes up, they always remember you. So what do you think? In your first year, does salary matter, or do you think gaining the trust of your colleagues matters? So trust gain is more important or salary gain is more important for you in your first year? What's your point of view, everyone? Salary gain or trust gain? I think the trust gain is more valuable to me because that's actually help you to secure your job rather than salary. But yes, if salary comes, we all love money, isn't it? Great. So, uh, success rates of non-IT, 79%, as we discussed, like people have actually seen a lot of benefits. They have, I mean, not just with Thinkcloudly, it depends on you as well. Because if you are able to gain the important skills which are very important as per industry, I think I think that's enough. Uh, it's not just the Think Loudly or any platform in the world. It is the student who makes it happen. But yes, without a proper strategy, I don't think so it works well. we really need that one strategy which can really help you. Okay. So the first thing is develop in-demand technical skills. So I've always discussed with a lot of our students that, what are those skills which are very popular, which you should, no matter if you come from a data analyst position, or you're basically doing, let's say, AWS or cybersecurity. What is that one common thing what you find in all of them? Can you tell me, like, what is that one important thing which you should learn in all the technology roles? It can be into data analytics role. It can be in data engineering role, AWS cloud, DevOps, cybersecurity. What is that one horizontal crossing skill which is actually very important? Okay. So Linux is something which is certainly very important. Okay. If you're able to build this skill, then it can be an added advantage. Okay. So make sure that, by available resources online, or if you want to attend a training, like we have some self-paced learning on Linux. If you need that kind of a thing, we can also provide you that. But Linux is one thing which is actually, run across all the technologies, which is very helpful. And mentioning Linux in your resume can be very helpful. This is especially for the people who are learning technology skill from Thinkcloudly, or maybe, you're building your skills. Okay. So Linux should be your first priority. Which is your second skill, what you should master, if you come from a technology skill sets? Nowadays, there are like multiple skills which are getting very popular. So which is your second skill, what you think is really important? So guys, the second skill is Splunk. Okay. This is one of the tool which is again getting very popular nowadays. I'm talking about supporting skills. Okay. I'm not talking about the main skills. Main skills will be your data analytics itself, AWS, DevOps, cybersecurity. These are your main skills. However, right now, the main thing what I'm trying to tell you, everyone, that supporting skills which can help you to stand out of the crowd is your Linux and Splunk. So if you're able to develop these two skills, I think that's where, if you mention something about these two skills in your resume, that can basically help you to stand out of the crowd. Does that make sense, everyone? Are you able to follow me? Great. Even if I talk about the people over here who are actually doing project management, nowadays there is one thing which is actually getting, so this is all about technology, okay, technical skills. But let's talk about the project management or some of the management skills. So for management, the supporting skills which are very important right now for the management is like Excel. You can master Excel, and that can be very helpful because Excel is something which you use in every project. Okay. And when you use Excel in every project, or you do any task, you would see that Excel is involved everywhere. But you won't believe that Excel is in itself is huge. There is no end to it. So you can do a lot of things you can even imagine. So gaining in-depth Excel skills can be very helpful if you choose management program. And the second skill, what you can actually build with project management nowadays, and it's quite easy, is the cloud. Okay. Cloud, like you can go for AWS or Azure. Uh, like this combination of project management and cloud, we have seen this recent changes in the industry right now, that whenever the project managers are being hired, they are always being hired based on the technical skills. Okay. So the technical skills, if you're able to build, let's say, cybersecurity or something else, it can be really difficult for you. But learning cloud can be easier if you're going for project management plus cloud, then you can position yourself as technical project manager. Does that make sense, everyone? So now the thing is up to you. If you are actually doing something technical or technology based career option, then Linux and Splunk is a really good option for all of you. I'm talking about supporting skills. And if you are basically talking about, the project management or any management role, for example, business analyst, project management, or Scrum Master, then the supporting role, supporting skills are Excel or cloud. So if you try to combine that, then your resume will be able to stand out of the crowd. Okay, so I just need a go ahead, everyone, or let me ask you this question quickly. So if you go for technology, one moment. So now let me ask this question because now the screen is gone already. So let me ask this question from everyone. So for technology skill, if you are choosing technology as your career path, what supporting skills would you master? Linux and Splunk, right? And if you are going for management skills, like, oh, sorry, management career path, what are those two skills would you master? Excellent cloud. Amazing. Why? Now, why are you mastering these supporting skills? Let me ask this question from everyone. Why are you mastering these supporting skills? Yes, to stand out of the crowd. Because it's quite important that your resume talks about something else, like something which is really important. Okay. Okay. Now, gaining hands-on experience is a challenge. How many of you think gaining hands-on experience is a challenge? And if I will tell you one thing, you will be surprised to know. This is quite internal to IT. Let me share that with all of you, and you'll be surprised to know. See, a lot of people think that when you work in an IT project like DevOps project, okay, let's say that you're working as let's take an example. Let's say that you're working as a DevOps engineer, IT DevOps engineer, okay, and you get this job as well. Now, in your organization, there are hundreds of employees, they are working probably on the same project. Okay. So there are hundreds of employees working on the same project. Now, and this is you. This one is you. Now, when you are working on one project, there are like 100 people working on one project, and there are almost 10 tools under DevOps what you are using. Now, will you be able to use all the 10 tools? I'm talking about the real job. If you are one out of 100 people who are working on 10 tools, so if I talk about only you, will you be working on all the 10 tools or will you be working probably on one or two tools? What do you think? Yes. So you'll be working only on one or two tool because other people will be working on other part of the project, right? So people who think that the guys who have the job today, they they are smarter because they're working on the real project. So that is wrong because they must be doing the same thing every day, right? They are maybe solving the same problem every day because they are just handling one tool every day for probably 6 months. So so that is why even if you don't have a job as DevOps engineer, there is a possibility that you can gain hands-on experience on all the tools. So what I'm trying to explain is a lot of people they come and say, hey Naman, because I don't have a job, I am unable to gain experience. But I just want to counter one thing over here that if you have a job, it does not mean that you will be able to gain the real experience on all the tools of DevOps. So what you have to do is to gain the tools experience, you have to explore projects yourself. Nowadays, a lot of DevOps students they connect with us and they say, on my job, I'm using Jenkins and Terraform. But when I look for a new job, they're asking me 10 more tools. But on my job, I am not using those 10 tools. How should I gain experience? And that's why we offer live projects. Because if you're able to explore our live projects, you will be certainly be able to gain that experience, what you cannot even get on the job. I can guarantee that. Because it depends on your team, on your project, that which area are you going to work on. But the live project, what we have designed at Thinkcloudly, that covers everything. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to market Thinkcloudly over here. Let me clarify this. If in case you don't want to go for live projects with Thinkcloudly, you can explore live projects yourself on the available resources online. But for that, you have to do your own research. Okay. There are like many platforms available online. You can search on Google and just explore that how can you gain such experience on different platforms related to your own technology. For example, if you are someone who is going for data analytics, if you're going for someone like AI, or if you're going for cybersecurity, there are like plenty of platforms available online, so you can explore them. But let's say if you want to take Thinkcloudly's help, that is also feasible, that is also possible because we have created the projects already on everything. So what I'm trying to explain you over here is that gaining hands-on experience is possible. You just have to master all the tools yourself. Okay. And if you're able to master all the tools, that's quite enough. Once you master, this is your first step that you have to master the tools. Okay. What is the second step? Can you tell me like what is the second step? Let's say you know 10 different tools under your technology. What is the second step? Can anyone tell me what is the second step? For example, let's say I have already mastered 5 different tools. What should I do next to gain the real experience? Okay. After mastering the tools, the next thing is building your own stories. Okay. Make sure that you are able to build your own stories around that because that is what people want to hear, right? Let's say if I just start building over here that okay, these are two virtual machines which are connected in one virtual private cloud. They are connected together. Okay, there is one database over here which is connected with this DB. So what I'm trying to do over here, I'm trying to create a story which is actually right story because this story is going to become my like my answer to the recruiter and the interviewer. Okay, don't forget to build your own stories. Okay, whichever project you do, you have to build your own stories. Okay, now whenever you're able to build your own story, the third thing is wear your confidence. This is very important. A lot of people what they think is I just have created this story, I have not worked on it. Okay, and they are not able to talk about it, confidently. That's when people realize who are listening to you that you have not worked on it. See, that's the challenge to all the non-IT people, right? So you never got the chance to work in IT. But now, when you have to narrow down your job search process. And if you don't have the confidence, people can easily recognize, and that can be a negative point on your interview. So that's why once you master your tools with the help of projects, case studies, scenarios, examples, once you master your tools and concepts, build your own stories around it. After that, wear your confidence, speak confidently. Whether you are wrong, it does not matter whether you are wrong. Trust me, in interview, I always tell this to the student. Interview is all about setting the impression. It's not about answering 10 out of 10 questions. It's about setting the impression that this person can do my job. Are you getting my point? How many of you agree with me? Is interview about setting an right impression that you can do the job, or is the interview about only answer 10 out of 10 questions? Right? This is something what I really think, and I can vouch for it because this has worked for a number of our students. Okay, so always remember, what's the best strategy to gain hands-on experience? Master the tool, build your own story, wear your confidence, and then thank me later, please. The fourth one is thank Naman later. Okay. Yeah. No worries, I'm kidding. Okay, moving on to the next. Yeah. Obtain relevant certification. This is crazy. This is really important. Guys, if you have 4 to 5 certifications also, that can be less. Okay. So gain the right certifications. Probably you guys have to connect with me to, you can connect with me and ask me like what certifications in your field can help. Because right now it won't be possible for me to sketch out everything about cybersecurity, IT auditing. Like it's not going to be easier for me. But yes, gain more and more certifications, because now we are not going through a master's or traditional degree route. We are going towards certifications route. And you won't believe, people come and ask me that what certifications I can do. I suggest them 4, they do 4. And it really works because certifications, like whenever someone opens your resume, right, 1,000 people can create the same resume, but now there will be a section over here for certifications, that you are certified from some international authority. So will you prefer those 1,000 people who do not have certification, or will you prefer that one person who has certification? Because certification in itself will will actually develop that confidence that this guy is someone who is this guy is someone who can really do the job. Okay, so certification will help you to prove that this guy is really good guy who know how to do the work. Okay, so obtain relevant certification and as many as possible. I know it will take some money from your pocket, but this is just an investment. This is the investment for future. Okay. uh can anyone tell me how much does it cost to go for a master's degree in United States? Any guesses, guys? How much does it cost to go for a master's degree in United States? 80K. Okay. 70K. Yeah, that's crazy, right? 70K. Over here in certifications, it will not even cost you 2K maximum or 3K maximum. And you're getting the value even more than that. Are you getting me? 2K and 3K is actually a upper limit, what I'm trying to tell you, right? So going for certification route, okay, or going for master route, that's your own decision. But it's really important that you do right certifications. That's also very important. It should not happen that you do every certification which is available, then that can be also confusing. So do only relevant certifications. And yes, build a strong professional network. I've always been saying this to all our students, that I've met so many students. And the reason why I met so many students in New York, because I wanted to create my own professional network with students, right? Because that's my job. But as if you look at from your angle, you have to create connections with people. Okay, when you create connections with people, you never know who is going to, who is going to help you in future. Okay, so that's going to be very helpful. There's one student, or I think there are like a couple of students who reached out to me and said, because my friend referred me in his organization, I am getting an opportunity. Because let's say this is you, okay, and this is your friend. This friend already has a job. So if this friend is able to, refer you in his organization, then you're going to basically get the call from the recruiter. So make sure that you build this network. And what are the ways to build this network? It's just you have to use platforms like LinkedIn. You have to connect with some of your old friends. Okay. You have to find out like in your network who is actually working in IT, and then you create those connections, take their help, and then that's going to be very helpful. Does that make sense, everyone? So are you enjoying the session till here? Should I continue or should I just close the session now? Yeah, I have one important thing for everyone, because a lot of people are making mistake nowadays when they actually apply for a job. So I know that many of you are learning with Think Loudly at this point of time, right? And in future you will be going for applying job. So I want to share one important thing. Probably some of you might know it, but some of you might not know it. So it's my I want to share one important step, that how to search a job. It will take 10 more minutes, but are you guys ready to see that how we search a job properly? Do you really want to see it? The most effective way of searching a job right now? Okay. Let's just quickly see it, okay? I hope I'm not killing a lot of your time, but it just to make sure that you guys are not making mistakes while searching a job. Just a moment. And if you know it, please you can just listen to it. It's not something what I have invented, but I can just still show you. Just a moment, everyone. Okay. Let me know once you can see my screen. Just a moment, everyone. One moment. Let me quickly open the window. So, hmm, okay. Are you able to see my screen here? Please confirm if you can see my screen. Okay. So the best way is, like, nowadays what's happening is, which platform do you use to search your job? Can anyone tell me, like, which platform do you prefer to search a job? Any platform which is your preferred one? LinkedIn, right? Okay. Now ask yourself one question. Don't you think that LinkedIn is actually the crowded one? Like, where you see that a lot of people are applying. How many of you think uh you know like LinkedIn is actually a crowded place right now? And it can be tricky, it can be full of time waste. Yeah. But we cannot, at the same time we cannot ignore that, right? Because the opportunity can come at from any point of time. So there's one good way is that, do not search the job on on any specific platform. It is recommended that you search the job directly on platform like Google. Okay, but you have to choose the right filters, and I'm going to show you that. So let's say if I am looking for a cyber security jobs, okay, and over here, like, there will be a lot of, one second, let's say, let me just choose the area, just a moment. It's not giving me an area. 1 minute. Let me type it here. Canada. Okay. So it's coming over here. Like, these are the jobs, like more than 100 jobs are available. And now if you click on this, right? Now these are the jobs which are coming in your own area. Like, if you type Toronto over here, it will come Toronto over here. Okay, if you type here your own place, like, just a moment, like Texas, you can type here. Okay, now when you search over here, you will see that number of job opportunities will come over here, right? You can just keep scrolling down and the opportunities will keep coming up. Now over here there are some important filters what you can see on the top here. Okay, I'll show you one important thing here. So now let's say that date posted, which is for yesterday. Now, can you imagine how fresh this job is? You know, sometimes when we apply jobs, we don't even realize that it is actually 1 month old job, which might have already filled up, and we're just still wasting time on it, right? So it is quite important that you choose that, it is for yesterday or last 3 days. Probably last 3 days is a good time, right? And let's say if I go for the cybersecurity analyst job, Scotia Bank, it tells me where this job has been posted via LinkedIn, okay, via Indeed, via ZipRecruiter, and there are opportunity directly with different other platforms we don't even know. Let's say Straight Street Careers, okay, or Mastercard Careers. Like, see, this job is posted directly on the company career website. So if I just click on this and I can just go and apply over here, it will take me to their own website. Now, when we use platforms like LinkedIn or Indeed, we miss this opportunity to apply directly on, on their own website. That's number one. And number two is that it doesn't give us variety of options on different platforms. And the third thing is, when did it post? This is very important. This filter is really important. Now, this okay, so are you clear, guys, that which filter you have to select? The date posted filter you have to select. That's number one. And instead of going for platform like LinkedIn only, we are having the Google platform itself. It's a big platform. Everyone knows that, right? Also, the second suggestion to everyone. Okay, let me ask this question to everyone. How many of you wants a remote job? How many of you wants a remote job? Okay, you want all of you, right? So should I select this remote option? Should I go ahead and select this remote option over here? Okay, don't make that mistake. Okay, we don't need to select this option. I tell you why. Remote, if you select this remote option, the opportunities will get limited. Okay. Now our first goal is not to get a remote job. Our first goal is to get an IT job. There are recruiters, when you go and give your best interview and they're very happy to work with you, they're open to give you remote opportunity as well. They may not mention in the job description. If I select this, the number of job opportunities will get decreased. Okay, so don't make that mistake. Go and apply for everyone. Talk to recruiter. When your interview is done, first thing is you will get the interview experience. That's number one. And number two is that you will get you will get more and more opportunities. So just try to increase the opportunity. Do not limit yourself. Okay, some people will select entry level because you think, oh, I have no IT background, so should I go for entry level? But ask yourself, are you not trying to limit your opportunities? Read the job description. If it is something you're aware of, go and apply. No matter if it is asking you 3 years of experience or 4 years of experience, how do you know if recruiter will contact you or not? The main idea is, we have to consider it like a pyramid. It has to, like, layer one has to be very broad, layer two will be little small. So you have to basically look for more and more opportunities first, and then you will select according to yourself. So don't, at the first place of applying jobs, don't select any of the filter. Salary, some people will like select, oh, I need like $100,000. See, don't do that. Again, you are limiting yourself. So what you just have to use is the place. You just mentioned the place in Toronto, in Texas, wherever you are. Okay. and then just go ahead and select this filter option. I think this would work for you. Okay. I hope this was a great learning for most of you. I hope. Did you enjoy this one? Okay. Yeah. I I'm honestly like happy, like if you are learning something new, you know, so all these things we also learn on a regular basis. Like we talk to a lot of people and we learn from them. But it is like this webinar actually becomes that one platform where we connect with all of you and share our insights with all of you so that you don't make those mistakes which people are making. Because time is money, right? If you're applying 20 opportunities and all are actually posted probably last month and you're just wasting your time, I think that's very important that the direction should be right to all of you, right? Okay, so yeah, you can build your LinkedIn account, you can showcase your skills, prepare. So we offer mock interviews. Try to prepare before your interview. Even if you have your one interview, try to prepare for it. If you go prepared for the interview, I can assure you, you will perform 10 times better. If you just apply for an opportunity and get into the interview knowing that, oh, I know everything, that is wrong. Go prepared. So you can always connect with Thinkcloudly. Let's talk about it and let's see how can we help you, to make sure that you're basically able to get that opportunity. So there are other things as well, like you can set up job alerts, you can visit company career pages, try to engage with, try to connect with multiple groups on LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, if you open your LinkedIn and you search any technology like AWS cybersecurity, you will find plenty of groups. Try to join those groups because joining those groups can help you to do a lot of network or build your network on LinkedIn. So make sure that you join the right groups. Okay. And yeah, remember, the landing a six-figure job isn't just about talent, it's about strategy, skill building, and right guidance. So these are three important things. Okay. Whether you are transitioning from non-IT to IT or advancing within your current career, the path to success is within your reach. That is very important for everyone. If anyone who gets that feeling, right, that I come from non-IT, will I be able to get that job? So just say yes to yourself, because wearing your own confidence, having the right strategy, building the right skills under the right guidance, I think that's what you need. Okay. So always feel free to connect with me, and make sure that you are always connected with me. Anytime you have anything, I might respond slowly. Please don't mind that. But yes, you can always buzz me on this WhatsApp number. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. So let me know your feedback. Like if you really enjoyed the session, we will definitely keep coming with such sessions. Over to you, Diksha. Please drive the session for all of us.
Sure. So thank you so much, Naman. That was a very useful insight that you shared with our audience today, and I hope that everyone liked it and gained a lot of knowledge today that was really required. So thank you so much for sharing such insights with yours. Okay, all right. Now, so moving further, let's talk about the policy of Think Loudly. So, I hope that most of people already know about this, but the new journeys, I'm going to tell you about the policy here in Think Loudly that refer a friend and earn $100. So that's a policy here in Think Loudly. So, if we have any of your known any person who's interested to enroll in any of our service or who is looking forward to make career in IT, and that they are willing to go for any of our services. So you can refer any of your friend, relative, or any of your known person so that they can have the access for such services. And if you refer someone, you'll be getting $100 as a cashback. So the more individual you refer, for each and every individual, you'll be getting $100. So if anyone who's having any of your friend, relative, anyone who's interested to enroll for any of the program or interested to take any of the services from Think Loudly, then please do the needful so that you can earn $100 as a cashback. All right. So now everyone gear up yourself because now we have came upon in today's quiz session. So before starting with the rules and first I want everyone to join it. So the link will be provided in the chat box. So either you can join the quiz while link, or as you can see on the screen, you can just scan the QR code so that you can join the quiz session. So you have two ways to join the quiz. We have shared the link right now in the chat box. You can just click on that link and you'll directly join that session, or you can just scan the QR code to join this. Now, till then, everyone is joining. I would like to explain the rules of the quiz. So basically, there will be 5 questions. And for each question, you'll be getting 20 seconds. And you won't be able to change your answers once it's marked. So do mark your answers very carefully and very precisely in order to, uh, it won't get wrong. And the first winner will be the one who will answer all the questions correctly at a very less time. And the first winner will get 50% off on the course voucher. Yes, so the first winner will get 50% off on the course voucher. So hurry up everyone, before we start with the course session, we don't want anyone should miss this opportunity. So everyone must join it before we start the quiz session. If still anyone is facing any issue while joining the link, we have shared the link again. So we're waiting everyone to join the quiz session. So the link has been shared again. You can join it. All right. So we have got the winner of today's quiz session, Yemi. So Yemi is the winner of today's quiz session. So congratulations, Yemi, for winning today's quiz. Everyone, please congratulate Yemi in the chat box.
Hey, hi, Yemi, congratulations. So, Yemi, don't forget to take the screenshot of your winning screen, because we will be able to, send you the voucher. So just take the screenshot and send it to us, send it to any one of our team member, and we will basically send you your 50% voucher. So congratulations. You can send it through email or you can send it through WhatsApp. That's completely your call. But just don't forget to send the screenshot. Okay. So thank you. Thank you everyone. Congratulations, Yemi, and thank you everyone for trying. I think next time you guys are like you can try your best. Like, okay.
Sure.
So over to you.
All right. So now, as you can see on the screen, so we are providing the certificate of participation in today's webinar session. So if you want to claim the certificate, so we have shared you the link in the chat box. So in this, like once you click the link, you'll fill the Google form. The information need to be filled, and once you fill this information, you'll claim the certificate of participation in today's webinar session. So the link has been provided in the chat box. Please click on the link, fill the information, and get the certificate of participation in today's webinar session. All right, so now we are at the end of today's we are in the end of today's webinar session. So you can also follow Thinkcloudly on YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest, and even on the Facebook. So anyone who have any sort of question regarding the recordings of the webinar sessions, or if you want to see the current video, although the current video will be uploaded in upcoming 2 or 3 days. But if you want to see our earlier webinar videos, so you can just subscribe our YouTube channel. The link is already given, or you can just search Think Loud in YouTube. You can subscribe our YouTube channel and you'll have access of all the videos. You can have access of all the early videos that we have conducted the webinar sessions, and a lot of useful videos also we put on our YouTube channel in order to provide you a lot of useful and knowledgeable content.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.